Show you how to use Google Calendar to set up office hours that students can meet with you remotely using Google Hangouts. The first step, if you want to do this, is actually create a new calendar that will be exclusively devoted to your office hours. You can do that by the menu over here on the left-hand side. There's Add a Calendar. That you want to create a new calendar that will be for your office hours. Pick a name for that calendar to begin with, and you might name it for a particular class. What's going to happen at the end is that you're going to share a link to students, and they're going to see every appointment available on this particular calendar. So if you want to keep office hours separate between your classes, you might want to actually create multiple calendars, one for each class. So in this case, if I want to do that, I might create one called Bible 101 Office Hours. If you don't care, and your students from all your classes can look at the same set of appointments and choose a time, you might just go simply with something like office hours. But name a new calendar and create it, and that will add this as one of the calendar options to your calendars. So you can see here I've got it checked so I can see any Bible 101 office hour appointments. Then the next thing is to create an appointment. And to do this, you actually have to use the Create button. I found that if I click on the calendar to create an event, I don't get all of the options I need. So I need to actually click on the Create button. And when I do that, I can name it whatever I want to name it. And then the most important thing is I want to pick appointment slots. And I can choose how long I want those appointments to be. Let's say maybe 20 minutes. And so what that's going to do is whatever block of time that I prescribe is going to break that block of time into 20-minute appointment slots that students can choose from in order to meet with me. So then I'm going to go to More Options, and I'm going to choose exactly what time. So let's imagine I want my office hours every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9 to 10. We'll go 9 to 11, just see what that looks like. So I'm going to go start on Monday, the 23rd, from 9 to 11 a.m. They're going to break it into 20-minute slots, and then I can set it up just like I do with any other appointment on Google Calendar to repeat. So I'm going to have it set up repeat on Monday, Wednesday, Friday every week, and I'm going to go through the end of the semester. Okay, so now everything is set up. Once I hit save, then it's going to add this to my calendar, and I can show you what that looks like. One thing you'll notice right here is it already has created a link for this particular calendar's appointment page. That's what I'm going to end up sharing with students, and when they see that, when they actually go to that link, they'll see the available office hours. So if I jump ahead to next week, you'll see I've got those office hours there. And again, if I click on this, I've got the link right here. If I click on that link, and this is again the link I can share with students, it will show the available office hours mixed in with things from my calendar, from Google Calendar. So it's going to show what their students will see is what's on their calendar and then what available office hours there are. And all they need to do is click on one of these appointments and save it, and that'll add them. Right, it'll actually have their name right here. It'll save them as having reserved that appointment. So what they'll see is all the available hours. Once one of these is taken, it no longer appears. They just need to click on one and hit save, and that appointment slot is reserved with you. All right, so to go back here, let me show you what you can do to make these virtual once they've actually set up an appointment. So here in the Adams Center, we've already been doing this with our remote teaching. So let me bring this up so you can see what this looks like. So we've got a remote teaching calendar where we have appointments set up with people. And so what I'm seeing here is the blocks of time that we have available, and then the specific times where someone has actually selected a one-on-one appointment during that time. So if I click on one of these, it shows me that Pat Hernandez has been the one who's requested that meeting time today. So if I edit this event, so I clicked on this one event with Pat, I edit it, all I need to do is add conferencing. And now I've created a Google Hangout for this particular meeting. When Pat and I want to get together, if we're not able to meet in person, then all we need to do is use this particular link. And so I can send this link to Pat if I wanted to ahead of time, or because she already has requested this appointment time, this appointment is on her calendar as well, and she'll see this exact same link in her calendar. And either one of us, once we click on this link, it's going to take us to the Google Hangout conference and get everything set up. And all we have to do is click join now, and I'll be in the room. And if Pat was here ahead of me, it would say, right, that Pat Hernandez was here. And that's how you can set up the calendars to be a virtual meeting. So again, all you have to do is you come into each individual event, add the Hangouts Meet, and then hit save. And if you want to, you can send a note to your to the person with appointment, reminding them, just check this calendar event and click on the link to meet virtually once our meeting time starts. Again, hopefully that was helpful for figuring out how you can use Google Calendar to add virtual office hours so you can meet with your students while you're teaching remotely.